Oboro, a Hoshidan spearfighter from the world of Fire Emblem Fates, has joined the fight in Fire Emblem Warriors through the first DLC pack. Oboro is a personal retainer to Takumi, as well as a fearsome warrior in her own right. Let's jump right in and see what she can do. Oboro's standard attack string consists of 7 strikes. She will thrust forward, slash down and right, spin and slash down and left, spin again and slam down and right, jump and slam down in front of her, stand in place and twirl her spear above her head, and then finish with a spinning slash into the air, followed by a big slash that brings her back down. Oboro's attack string, besides the short twirl on attack number 6, all comes out with extremely short succession, barely giving your enemy a moment to breathe. This attack string, while not being one of the very best, is still very high up there. It leans more on the single target focus side of things rather than crowd clearing, but it is still able to accomplish that job well enough too. All in all, it's a great start for Oboro. Moving on, her heavy attack has her do a more extreme version of her spear twirling, this time causing a whirlwind around her which sucks your enemies in. This attack has her standing still for a few seconds while channeling it, but as she is attacking all around her, she is pretty safe from anyone except for generals who are already in the middle of assaulting you. 2 or 3 of these attacks is enough to clear out entire armies in a small area, making this attack the Fire Emblem Warriors equivalent of Link's spin attack from Hyrule Warriors. If you don't know what that means exactly, it basically means that this ability is really freaking good. Oboro's first heavy attack combo is your standard launcher, with her very quickly rushing forward and hitting her foe into the air. You can juggle your enemy from here, making it good for keeping a stun gauge open. One note though, unlike some characters in the roster, Oboro does not have any aerial attacks to speak of, so just be ready to catch your enemy once you have them airborne. Oboro's second combo has her unleash 3 spinning slashes while moving forward. This is an effective damage dealing option to help finish off a weakened foe or to knock stronger enemies off their feet, but it is not much of a crowd clearer, as its range is only the real length of Oboro's spear spinning around her. Oboro's third combo has her unleash several slashes in front of her very quickly, before finishing with a thrust. This attack also can force out stun gauges, which makes this already remarkably fast and easy to use combo even better. Many of the third combos in this game seem to have their stun gauge revealing capabilities balanced by making the attack a bit hard to use or to time right, but that's a design rule that seems to have been forgotten with this combo. Almost every fight against a general or powerful foe should be opened up with this attack, while Oboro's other attacks and combos will break them from there. Oboro's fourth combo has her do 2 more fast twirls of her spear, first to the right and then above, before flinging herself into a spinning jump that ends with a slam. This is a heavy damage dealing attack that also keeps her pretty well covered from all angles while channeling it. This is yet another great duelist move for this monster of a spear wielder. For Oboro's 5th and final combo, she will launch herself into the air and unleash several thrusts downwards whilst somehow still suspended, before finishing with a big slash downwards. This attack is great at both destroying specific enemies as well as tearing through tightly packed crowds, and while it is a bit overly long, being in midair does keep Oboro pretty safe while using it. Oboro as a human spear wielder does not have any specific critical weaknesses to be wary of. Like Azura, her status as a ground-based spear user was sorely needed in this game, and while both can fit the bill, I think that Oboro definitely edges out Azura the Songstress as the better character overall. While Azura was pretty good at just about everything, Oboro is both one of, if not the best duelist in the game. And while she does have a relatively low number of area effective attacks, with those being her heavy attack and her final combo, this weakness is made less noticeable by just how great those 2 attacks are. At the time of speaking, which is during the release of the first DLC but before the next 2, Oboro is certainly one of the top 5 characters in the game, which in as balanced a roster as we have here, I think is truly an incredible honor.
What are you wearing?
What do you mean?
Why are you here wearing an eye patch?